Explain why LeBron is a GOAT then.
He's not the GOAT.
Huh?
No, that would be Michael Jordan, not 2 hours. So they ain't even close.
You can explain why LeBron is a GOAT then.
He's not the GOAT.
Huh?
No, that would be Michael Jordan, not 2 hours. So they ain't even close.
By now, fam, if you believe that LeBron James is the GOAT over Jordan, or even top 3, top 5, either you were born yesterday or your pride and ego just won't allow common sense and logic to be the victor. You're too deep. You're in too deep. See, here's the deal. LeBron James has superior longevity status. He played twice as long, bruh. What you expect? Huh? Matter of fact, let me dumb it down. All the way down for it. If I read a book for an hour and you read a book for 2 or 3 hours, fam, I would sincerely hope that you were able to read more pages than I did. Facts. But now, if we go and take a test about what we read, if we take a test about the book, what does it mean if I take the test only 6 times and pass with no blemishes? Matter of fact, I leave early from the test and pass because I didn't need to go 7. I didn't need to go the full time limit of the test. Huh? You take the test 10 times, you pass 4 times. Great. But you failed 6 times. That means that you took the test way more times than I did, and you had way more opportunities to pass, and you still failed 4 more times than I did. The fact that you read more pages, you spent more time reading more pages, how does that factor into this equation? How does that factor into you passing the test? You had way more chances and you still failed. So fam, if you want to use that as the anchor of your criteria, you got me. But real basketball hoopers, come on, they're not about that life. When you look at any other metric, pound for pound, LeBron gets destroyed by Jordan, bruh. Matter of fact, I almost want to say, if you look at what he's did in 24, 25 years compared to what Michael Jordan did in 12, 13, Michael Jordan read what LeBron read in an hour, and it took LeBron 3 hours. So when I listen to these guys talk about the GOAT debate and make it seem as if it's so hard or a matter of reference, or that it's so close, the race is so close, it's hard to respect and honor their credibility. Because it's other evidence that says, it's evidence that says otherwise. And today I'm gonna show you a clear example of what I mean. I produced a video a couple of days ago where I highlighted how Ocho Cinco and Joe Johnson, when they sit on the panel with Shannon Sharpe on his nightcap show, they look like plastic dummies, dog. They offer no pushback, no objectivity, and they just passive. No, they supposed to be dogs. They're not looking like that, bro. And it's almost as if they're scared to speak the truth and want to avoid saying Jordan is the far superior presence, the far superior player in the presence of Shannon Sharpe. That's what I meant to say. And it's almost as if they want to schmooze and stay cool, try to stay cool with LeBron's camp and not step on any toes with these passive takes. But I'm gonna show you 3 clips. I'm gonna show you actually 3 short clips today that emphasize the point and why I don't trust these fucking podcasts, bro. And what these dudes be talking about, because I'll be sitting there listening, peeping the whole scene like, huh? What are y'all talking about? I want you to pay close attention to Ocho's energy. Because when real truth hits him, when real truth enters the room, not opinions, truth, facts, his entire demeanor changes. Why is that, bro? Because you don't even believe what Shannon be talking about. And the third clip is a real treat. It gives you an inside look at the mind of the GOAT, at the mind of Michael Jordan, and the primary reason why he's considered the GOAT. Take a listen for a couple of minutes, and when we come back, we'll break it down. Roll the clips.
Us, if there's a general manager and he's eyeballing us all on the baseline with the number one pick, I think it's going to be really hard not to take me, champ. Joe, if you're building a franchise, you're building an NBA franchise from scratch, all the names that he's mentioned, who you taking?
I'm taking MJ. I'm taking MJ1, fellas.
Okay.
That's who I'm taking. Who you taking, huh?
Why are you taking MJ?
Why I'm taking MJ?
Yes.
The reasons is, first off, he's a two-way guy. Not only he gonna dominate both ends of the floor.
Yes.
He gonna score 40, 50. He gonna shut his man down. He ain't having that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And for me, growing up, I think they're all goated. That's why when I categorize a lot of these greats, I just say, man, he goated. But obviously, MJ is a guy I grew up watching, idolizing. But all those guys got GOAT status, man. I guess it's a preference.
I totally agree. Ocho?
I mean,
you got the number one pick.
Start a franchise. I mean, that's really difficult. You have to think the game of basketball based on the eras that they played in was completely different. But these players that LeBron did mention are players that could play in any damn era. So it really doesn't matter. They would be effective regardless of what era they played in, regardless of what position they played. So like Joe did say, it does come down to preference. And for me, as much as I love LeBron, as much as I love Magic and Kareem, and much as I love Shaq, as dominant as Shaq was during his tenure, when he played, I prefer MJ. Love LeBron. Love him to death. LeBron can do no wrong in my eyes based on what he's been able to accomplish, since coming out of high school and having all the expectations bestowed upon him to be the chosen one. And he's lived up to every single one, plus some, but just MJ in general. I mean, why? Because of his dominance when he did play, even though LeBron dominated as well. At MJ's height, I'm not sure how many finals he won. I can't really say it off the top. I think, but was it 5 or 6? Yeah,
Six.
I mean,
Six finals. 6-0.
Being 6-0 and never losing. His cultural impact, his influence, long after the game is gone, long after he's done playing. Just so many different factors, come into play when it comes to him. But you can't go wrong. At this point, it's kind of nitpicking, and it's really based off preference on who you like.
Yeah, I'm going to take LeBron for the simple fact he can do all things well. Great. He can score the basketball. He can rebound the basketball. He can facilitate an offense. Mm-hmm. And I think he can do that better than, say, Kobe and Jordan. Now, can he facilitate an offense better than Magic? No. Probably not. But Magic couldn't score the basketball like he could or rebound the basketball like he could.
Right.
We look at some of these bigs, they could score and rebound, but they couldn't run an offense like he could.
Right.
And so for me, if I'm starting a franchise, and I'm probably now, it all depends if I'm starting. And ain't nobody else on the roster. I don't have anybody else.
Right.
I'm going to have to build my roster around him. I'm going to take Bron.
And
like you said, now LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan have both more defensive award, all NBA defensive teams, but I don't think, for me, I don't know if any individual had more on his plate than what LeBron was asked to do. To score the basketball, to rebound the basketball, and to facilitate his offense. Jordan was asked to score, and he did that at an elite rate as well as anybody in the history of the game. Kobe was asked to do that, but he did have Shaq to rebound the basketball.
Yeah.
He did, and so LeBron really never had that kind of dominant player. Magic did have Kareem. LeBron has never had anybody like that.
Right.
So for me, and like you said, Joe, it's all about preference and you not take it, because everybody that LeBron mentioned, if you wanted to nitpick, you could.
You can explain why LeBron is a GOAT then.
He's not the GOAT.
Huh?
No, that would be Michael Jordan, not
Wait.
too high. So they ain't even close. He played 23 years. He still has 2 less titles than Michael Jordan. 2.
Right,
Okay.
but the game is a little different now.
Yeah, I understand it's different. Michael Jordan played all 82 games 8 times. How many times LeBron do it? Michael Jordan is a 10-time scoring champion. How many times LeBron do it? Michael Jordan is a 9-time All-NBA first-team defensive player. How many times LeBron do it? See, there's nothing to discuss.
Shit.
There's nothing to discuss. And by the way, it was more physical then. You got beat up then. You understand? Michael Jordan averaged over 30 in the postseason about 7 times. How many times LeBron do it? There's nothing to discuss. He's approaching year 24.
Right.
And still has 2 less titles. Oh, by the way, 6 finals, 6 NBA championships, 6 NBA finals MVPs, and never allowed a series in the championship round to go to the 7th game. LeBron went 10 times, lost 6. You know, in the end, what it comes down to is this. It was tougher back then.
Yeah.
It was very violent, very physical. And Michael Jordan went in the weight room, got himself together and said, I'm tired of the Pistons beating me up. LeBron came into the league 240. He's been fluctuating between 240 and 260 pounds his entire career at age 6'9", and still managed 6 losses. There's nothing to discuss.
When they got beat, and in my mind, he might say something different. He called me that summer. That's when they were shooting Space Jam. Before that, he said, if I had done my part, I think we could have won. So, man, it's a team sport. He said, oh, yeah, I know you, but if I had done my part. So he was obsessed that, again, the guy just stopped playing baseball. That he couldn't sit with. Shaq, it was Penny, Nick. And remember Nick said, yeah.
4-5.
Yeah, 4-5. That ain't Air Jordan. That's just Michael Jordan. Of course, that probably ain't the right one to say it to.
He poked the bear.
That probably is not because in his mind, if it was your mama, Fred, if it was your mama, okay, it's a Sunday game, you know. He got to win. Okay, that's an old lady. What? No. Hey, what that got to do with anything? No. His mentality is winning.
Howard White, man, he said it the best. His mentality is winning. Damn. Those are 4 powerful words to describe one Michael Jordan, fam. The best player ever didn't go on a media tour blaming his coach after they lost to Orlando, blaming his system, blaming his teammates. He didn't have his agent trying to deflect the failure. He blamed himself like a true gladiator. That's what mentality is winning. That's what it looks like in real life. And he came back and won. Not 1, not 2, but 3 more chips in a row, bro. Did you see the difference in energy with Ocho when he was on the panel with Shannon and Joe Johnson versus when he was one-on-one with Stephen A. Smith? One environment, he hides behind the vibes. The other, it forces him to face facts. Stephen A. Smith hit him with an automatic clip of truth so heavy, Ocho was stuck on stupid, couldn't respond. It was like he was having an awakening of how much Jordan really dominates LeBron. Really? Listen, LeBron is built like a basketball guard. Facts. And as Stephen A. Smith said, he came in at 6'9" and his weight fluctuated between 240 and 260 pounds. All muscle, agility, speed, strength, freakish athleticism. When I imagine myself as that, fam, I'm telling you, there's nobody in this world, before or after, that would stop me on the court. Ever. Michael Jordan, who? I would never take his number. My own unique number would be forged into the annals of basketball greatness. Are you kidding me? However, the heart of a man is not measured in size, bro. A giant without killer instinct is just a tall man. Yes? A man blessed with a body designed to be the GOAT. Designed. Had to create super teams to get a superior advantage to win. Had to play with multiple all-stars to win. Flops, whines, and complains. Was scared to go at Kobe in the all-star game. Pays media people to say he's the greatest. Got destroyed by Jason Terry and JJ Barrera in the championship round. Blames everyone except himself for failing. And has his agent trying to convince the world that he's the best to do it. That's what we fucking got instead of the chosen one as promised, son. Yet, these media gatekeepers and these podcast flunkies, they want us to believe this race is close. Even Stephen A. Smith is a flunk, because he jumps up and down. Oh, I have him at number 2. You done miss me with that, bro. Y'all are scared. They're scared of the repercussions of telling the whole truth, bro. It's a fucking joke. You saw how the man, he couldn't talk when real truth was presented. You saw it for yourself. Fam, get in the comments and talk back to me. Do you see what I'm talking about? Or am I the delusional one? This race is light years apart. It ain't close. And these dudes are scared to say it out loud. On your way out, if truth over narratives is your vibe, like, hype, and share the word, fam. And if you really support the gang and want to be part of the vibe, subscribe and come get on the team. Till the next video, be safe and God bless.